going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So in the last video we put the dual fueler kit on the LMM and we had a belt squeak issue and we thought we fixed it, but we didn't. So today that is what our goal is, and we are going to fix the belt squeak caused by the dual fueler. The reason I know that it happened when I put this dual fueler on, I know for one of two reasons. A, it didn't do it before. Put it on, belt squeak. And B, I kind of know it's this because I can see that it's misaligned a little bit. In the last video, I shimmed that back bolt, put a washer underneath it, and it kind of pulled it that way a little bit, which helped for lining it up with the AC compressor. But if you look straight down it, you can kind of see the power steering pulley is about roughly an 1/8 inch off. So belt squeak a lot of times is caused when stuff's misaligned, as probably most of you know, but there's a way you can fudge stuff around. And man, if I can get some light. So that's a smooth pulley there, and then the next pulley, so it's a smooth pulley to a ribbed pulley to a ribbed pulley to a smooth pulley. So your belt squeak's caused usually when two ribbed pulleys are misaligned. So what I'm going to do, I'm not so like worried about it on the fan clutch being misaligned a little bit because it won't squeak that bad, but I really want to get these two pulleys closer in line here. So I'm going to go ahead and, unfortunately, to get to a lot of this stuff, you got to pull your whole fan shroud out, which isn't a huge job, but it's kind of a pain. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna push that power steering pulley in and see if that fixes it. Alright, so that opened us up a little bit. Go ahead and get my installer tool put on there and see if I can't get it pushed in a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. So before, that shaft was perfectly even with that pulley. Now it's probably a tad over a 64th, or not a 64th, a tad over a 32nd sticking out. So it's gonna kind of be a little bit of a, I don't want to say a guessing game, but it's gonna be playing around. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together loosely. Don't put the pins in because I just want to get the TCM kind of out of the way so it won't rub on anything, and we're going to take this thing for a drive and see if it squeaks. So I think you guys are just kind of, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, so you might have to take my word for it, but clearly no belt squeak right now. So before, the first time before I shimmed it, it was it would happen about 1300 RPM all the way through the rev range. I shimmed it, and then it was about 1500 RPM to about 2200, or at least that's all I could hear it for. And now let's see what it'll do. So good. Yep, there's nothing there. So the other time that it did it to me, is under load. So let's go ahead and let's put this thing under load here. Come to a stop. I think that little bit solved it. So that was like a 25-pound launch, four-wheel drive, obviously, because it would have smoked the tires bad, but there's nothing there. Well, that's cool. I thought for sure I was gonna have to push it in further. All right, so let's see if I can't get the same shot as before. Just gonna kind of pan over this. So it's pretty much perfect now. Could maybe use a tad more, but it's not chirping or nothing, so I'm gonna call that good. So I don't know if it's a combination of what I did or what, but so I'm just gonna go over it one more time. So if you're just kind of need the tidbits of what exactly I did. So from the get-go, I pulled the bottom bolt that's down under the pulley out. I pulled these two bolts off, and then I stuck a washer underneath that back bolt, and that washer was probably 75-ish thousandths thick. So I put that under there, and then I put it back together, and that bottom bolt was kind of weird, which I had like to go in, it was like binding up, and so I had that issue when I first put this thing on. So what I did is the bolt that's back in behind this pulley that holds the pump to the bracket, I went ahead and loosened that one up, and then everything pretty much went together good. So I held the pump like out this way, and I tightened this one and then that one, and then I tightened that bottom one, and then I tightened the pump up, and that fixed it a little bit. So that was that. And then I just, as you guys just saw, I pushed that power steering pulley in maybe a 32nd of an inch. So I hope that can help somebody. Like I said, there's not much on YouTube on the dual fuelers on the Duramaxes. I think I found like one video, and it might have been an ATS video, and it was just very, I don't know, kind of plain Jane, which my install video was kind of plain Jane also, but I was just kind of trying to get it done, and I showed some stuff that's not in the instructions. And then the other thing is the belt squeak. There's nothing out there on that for the misalignment on those pulleys. And I went to the forums, and there was a forum from about 4 years ago, pretty much talking about the same thing, and that's where I got the washer under the bracket idea. And then I just kind of know about the pulleys needing to be aligned and stuff, and when they're a ribbed on rib pulley misaligned, that's when you get your belt squeak. So went ahead and fixed that, and now we're all good so far. I mean, I beat on it a little bit, as you guys saw, and yeah. So hope that helps somebody. If you guys are stopping in for the first time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the way out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.